Malwarebytes installed, there's lots of different settings that you can tweak and look at. You have your quarantine. This is where any items that couldn't be deleted are kept in a safe spot to where it doesn't hurt your computer. You have your logs, your different settings, all of these different things. But for now, we're just going to go to the scanner tab, and we want to choose perform full scan. If you've never run a full scan on your computer, you definitely want to do that. Even if you have, on occasion it's good to run a full scan. So I'm going to click the scan button. And then you want to choose which hard drive you want to scan. In my case, I only have one hard drive, the C drive, and the other drives, being the floppy and the CD-ROM here, I don't need. But if you are unsure, you can check all of them. It won't hurt anything. So start scan, and the scanning process has started. It's going to take it quite a while to finish this. I usually don't recommend running the defragmentation process at the same time, so you'll probably want to do these at different times just because of the memory utilization of both of these programs. So I'm going to close out our defragmenting process. And while this is running, let's go ahead and change our virtual memory settings. To do that, we want to right click on my computer, which is either on your desktop here, or it could be in your start menu. It'll be named computer in your start menu. And you want to right click on it and choose properties. And then you want to click on advanced system settings, continue. And then we want to go to the advanced tab, and underneath performance, click the settings button. And let's back up one step here. Let's cancel out of here. And back here, after we right clicked and chose properties, we have this page here, and it shows the amount of memory that we have on this computer. In this case, we have 1.5 gigs or 1535 megs of RAM on this computer. So we have to have that in mind before we change our settings. So let's go back into advanced system settings, click continue, settings button, the advanced tab, and then click the change button underneath virtual memory. Now it's set to automatically manage paging file size, but we're going to uncheck that, and we're going to choose a custom size here. Now, if you remember, we said there's 1.5 gigs of RAM on here. So let's take our calculator open here, and the rule of thumb is however many gigs of RAM you have, you want to have about 1.5 times as much virtual memory set up. So we have 1.5 gigs, which is equal to 1536. Let's type that in here. 1536 megs, which is what the virtual memory is shown in. And we're going to multiply that by 1.5. That equals 2304. So I'm going to put 2304 for the initial size, and you want to make sure your maximum size is the exact same number. The reason being, if you have a larger maximum size than your initial size, it will save on your disk space, but it will decrease your computer's performance due to the fact that it has to allot for that space every time it's needed, since it wasn't already allotted for in the beginning. So I recommend that you always keep those the same. So we have it set to 2304. If you had, for instance, 2 gigs, 1.5 times that would be 3 gigs that you'd want for virtual memory, which would be 1024 times 3, 3072. So for now, I'm going to have my memory settings here. I'm going to click set and OK. It's going to tell you need to restart. Okay. Click OK and OK. Whenever you do this yourself, you want to choose restart now, but for now I'm going to choose restart later. Let's close out of these windows here. And once your scanning software finishes, you're going to see a list of infected objects. And you want to make sure that you have those checked, the infected objects, as long as they aren't something that you know is not a virus. You want to make sure they're checked and choose to remove them. You may be prompted that you need to reboot your computer in order to completely remove them as well. So I'm going to exit out of this to end the tutorial. Thank you very much. That's the end of this video. My name is Kevin again with electricalfusion.com. Please feel free to send me an email or contact me. You can access the contact the author portion of the website. It's located on the navigational pane on the left hand side if you have any questions.